morning and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I so appreciate you taking the time to be with me this morning. So, new morning, new mug for Mama. Oh, here he comes. I hear him. He's right behind me. My co-host, Gordie. Hi, buddy. Yes, you're such a good boy. He's so sweet. Okay, so let's see. Let's just, I'm going to change things up a little bit, and I actually want to pull a card from, from Allison Dawrant's art poetry deck, Art Poetry for Insights and Inspiration. Allison is an artist out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and she's just fantastic. I love her videos and just how she supports animal rights, and she's just become a dear friend and mentor and teacher through social media. We've never actually met, which is kind of crazy, the power of social media now, being able to connect. So let's just pick a card here. And I just love, this is really thick cardstock. I believe it's like 350 grams for cardstock. It's just nice and thick, and I love the side. So let's see the gold all the way around in the polka dots. I love just feeling the cards because they're like little divots of the polka dots that I've embellished gold there. So pretty. Okay, so let's pick a card here. Trust the process and let your story unfold. I love this. Our mountains and the colors, those pops of pink and the polka dots. The navy, or like the Payne's gray. I like her. She always has her signature moon and her birds, and I like how she left those outlined, contrasting with the ones that were filled in. That's really cool. Okay, so I think what I feel like doing this morning is just kind of a little, like we did yesterday, kind of ASMR with just cursive and print. My sister kind of requested that the other day, and I really enjoyed doing that yesterday, so I think I'd like to start with that this morning. Just, I actually wrote out some other affirmations that I was enjoying, so I just want to make sure that hopefully you can see me. Still figuring out this darn tripod. Okay. Oh, yes, I see you, buddy. It's pawing at my back. Yes, you're so good. I love you too. Okay. Yes, I see you. You're so good. You want to come sit? Okay. Oh my goodness. So I think what I'll use this morning, it's, I think I'm pronouncing this wrong, WRITECH, W-R, I think it's W-R-I, let me spell it. WRITECH, WRITECH, and it's what would you say, a ballpoint pen? It's a retractable ballpoint pen. I really enjoy that. Buddy, what in the world? Come here. What? Yes. Are you upset that I'm not paying attention to you? Come sit. Okay. Let's just write that card out. Here we go. Let's write today's date. I love writing the letter J in cursive. January 10th. Oh, buddy. 2025. You put him into pens. use a different color. Let's use our pencil. Just what do you think, buddy? And say good morning to everybody. Okay. You see my mug? Okay. Did you say hello to everybody? All right. Why don't you go sit in your spot? Sit up on your cat tree. Trust the process and let your story unfold. So I'm just going to keep that up on my desk. I also love Louise Hay. I was introduced to her by my dear friend Julia. She is a inspirational teacher with more than 50 million books in print worldwide. For over 30 years, she helped people discover their full potential for personal growth and self-healing. And so this particular book, Julia had recommended You Can Heal Your Life. And in the back of the book, I had bookmarked any sort of like ailment physical ailment that you might be experiencing. It gives a whole list of problems or ailments you might have, what the probable cause is, and a new thought pattern, a new, like an affirmation to pair with that. So I've been having some neck pain. It might be the way my posture, maybe the way I've been sitting like this in the morning, I don't know, but I just went and looked for a couple of affirmations, and I'd actually written these out a while ago because it kind of went away, and then been having this neck pain again. So it said the emotional cause could be holding on to anger or old resentments, and so the suggested affirmation was, I release all resistance and allow life to flow freely through me. I love that one. So a lot of times when I write out an affirmation, I like to write it like 3 times or 5 times. I tend to like the number 3 with things. Let's just, I'm gonna write it in pencil again. I really have been enjoying writing in the pencil. And I had said yesterday, if I was maybe at work or somewhere else having a moment like that, I might write out this affirmation, and I release all resistance and allow life to flow freely through me. And I would just kind of fold that up, and I just put it in my pocket. And as I kind of reach into my pocket throughout my day, I just kind of feel this, and remind myself of that affirmation. I just kind of remember the affirmation and say it in my head, and just help to to ground me throughout the day. It's also a really nice surprise when I tend not to empty my pockets at the end of the day. If I like rewear a pair of pants and I'm putting them on there for the first time, like, ooh, oops, what did I have on my post-it? And it's always a nice little surprise. So I might put that right in my pocket for today, and it's all written out for me now. So I'm just gonna write that again. I release resistance and allow life to flow. Yeah, it also had said like your mental outlook might be feeling overwhelmed and overburdened and causing that neck or shoulder pain. The physical probable reason would be kind of like poor posture, muscle strain, stress, or injury. In my case, I think it might be like a little bit of stress, or maybe just poor posture the way I'm sitting. And so the suggested affirmation was, I'm free to express myself and release any tension or stiffness in my neck. So I'm just going to write that one out. I am free to express myself and release tension or stiffness in my neck. This is just another one that I found. So normally, if I was feeling kind of stressed or overwhelmed, I would write these out like 3 to 5 times, like I said, to just kind of ground myself. But I am worthy of love and support, and I allow it to flow into my life. This is another affirmation of Louise Hay's. I love this one. I like to, I'm thinking to incorporate this into some things that I might create. I welcome miracles into my life. Or I might say something like, make space for miracles. I love this one too. I am deeply filled by all that I do. Look at that. Okay, so I might take these and actually use these. Yesterday, we had just laid down a couple of colors, some watercolor, and I was thinking we could maybe do a little mark making or affirmations or words over the top of those. So I might use some of these words when we go to do that, like trust, release, miracles, make space. So I might pull from some of that. And I was just going to share a little bit. Last night I was able to sit down for a little bit, and I'm just loving this notebook. By the way, it's Russell and Hazel, and I love the size. It's a 7 by 10. It's nice and small, but big enough where I feel like I can write comfortably on it. And it's like a vegan leather bound tablet. And I was watching Allison's, started watching her collage video last night. She was doing a little bit more collage, and I might even just tear these up, and maybe the one that I like crumpled up yesterday, I might go back and like tear off words that speak to you, and paste those into your artwork, or paste those on your page and make some artwork, and then maybe just add some watercolor around it. It would be really pretty, and put it up as like a just a reminder throughout your day to have there. So last night I was playing around with these colors. I actually really love how it looks very loose, and I kind of like having I like looking at it this way. The colors that I used over on the side. Yeah, I just kind of liked how they're supposed to be kind of like loose florals, I think, like with leaves, and I was thinking some, and to go back in, I could add some details to it. I rather like this one, kind of with the leaves and the pink. A little bit of that coral. And so I kind of settled on this. I liked it so much, this color palette, that I had done this one too. I really like this one. This one started to bloom and like bleed into, I was going around afterwards with this Pistachio from the Stoneground paint company. Looks like that. And anyways, my brush had touched the coral, and it started to bleed in, but I kind of like it. So I used a few different paints. I had used the Stoneground, from the Stoneground was that Pistachio, and I had used from the Ocean Paper their Opera Pink, and I think this is Quinacridone Magenta. That was the Quinacridone Magenta, and that was the Opera Pink. Oh, and then the dark green was Shadow Green from the Ocean Paper. Oh, cheapers. That was actually quite opaque. I was not expecting it to be, but I like it. And then the coral there was from this Rosa gallery. My paints from Ukraine that I had shared the other day. This coral, it's number 756. think you can find them also on Amazon, but also on Jackson Art. They sell the individual colors, which was really nice. So I had ordered a couple new colors, and they have the tubes. I think they're like 10 milliliter tubes to go through and refill any pans that you already have. So I think it was Jackson Art that I was able to find more of these through. Because on Amazon they're more like sets. So okay, so anyways, I'm getting off topic, but so I kind of like that, having the color over there and then just some floral, loose floral, and go back in and kind of add some more details to that, maybe. Hey, buddy. But anyways, yesterday we had used, it was like the ultramarine turquoise from Daniel Smith. Oh, I've done this one too. I guess I really, oh boy, forgot I did this one too. Yeah, I actually like this one maybe even better than the other one. That one's a little bit easier to see some of the florals in there and the leaves. So yeah, just kind of plain. And I think it's like a reductionistic, like, of going around the painting there with that's that Pistachio from the Stoneground paint company. But that's really funny. I forgot I did that one too. I like that one. Okay, let's see if I can find, there it was. Okay, so this is what we did yesterday. We just laid down a couple of colors. The ultramarine turquoise, this was the new gambage, and then indigo. But I was kind of feeling those colors in the moment, but I wasn't loving that. So I might go back and I might do something else with it. I might paint over it. I can always go back to it, but I decided to just make some like dashes like this, and lines going across, and then I thought maybe we could fill in some affirmations or some words. So I'm gonna get out my, this is my Uniball Signo Japanese gel pen, not a big pen, it's a gel pen, and might just use this, and I'm gonna get out my Sharpie pen. It's kind of like a micron pen. Not sure what if I had to guess, maybe like a 0.3 tip on it or something, or 0.2. It's pretty thin, but I really like this one to go over. I've been using this Sharpie pen a lot to when I'm doing my swatching, to go back and label. Okay, so I might also use actually this Uniball Signo, the black pen too. I'm just trying to think. Let's actually, okay. So on some of these lighter ones, getting stuck in my head. Trying to decide. Let's use the Sharpie pen to start. And let's write out some words that grease. Contentment. space. Let's do fulfilled. Miracles. Oh, jeepers, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh, Gordie. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Let's just say I was thinking make space, and Gordie just, you did make space for yourself. He was thinking the same thing. He wanted space to get up. Oh goodness. Coming back, buddy. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. And then let's just let it go. And are those for you? Do you want some space? Do you want me to make space on the desk for you? What? Yes. Oh my goodness. Let's just kind of fill in. Do some polka dots. Do you want to do some polka dots with me? No, let's not get into the water. Oh goodness. I'm going to start being a tiger. I'm just going to put some polka dots. Let's actually try my jelly roll. This reminds me of stippling, I think it was the term, in art class in like 7th grade art, doing like we had to do a still like portrait of something, and then we had to stipple to like shade it. And I remember I liked the feeling of doing that. It was very relaxing. The actual drawing was not enjoyable for me because I don't feel as though I can draw so well yet. It's also not something that I practice a lot, so. I'm liking the polka dots with the contrast of the dark. Really enjoying that green here from the ocean paper. Actually, I kind of like how you can't quite see. That's interesting. It like almost disappears into the paint there. I actually kind of like that effect. You can't quite see it so well. So, oh boy, okay. Really need to get a timer on my desk so I can better track. Okay. All right, so I think that's where we're gonna end for today. I could have went through, I would like, it'd be fun to write out some of those affirmations, maybe instead of on a notebook like that, on line paper, you could write them out on whatever shapes that you put out with your watercolor. Was also thinking I might like to make one of my favorite like affirmations and then just put some loose watercolor around it, colors that I'm loving, to really draw my eye to it and maybe put it up by my desk or somewhere where I'm going to see it throughout the day to just remind myself of that, or maybe make like some 4x4, some smaller ones, because I do have a few affirmations that I really enjoy. And then again, just putting some like loose watercolor around the affirmations. So maybe that's something we'll do in one of the next videos. But let's close out here with a tiny book of tiny pleasures. This was gifted to me by my friend Julia, and let's just see what we opened to this morning. Toasting good news or a good person. I love that. A wild weekend. How perfect. Today is Friday, so getting ready for a wild weekend. This was the first full week back from our like week and a half vacation, Christmas vacation, so it's felt like kind of a long week. So I'm definitely ready for the weekend, some rest. My daughter has a basketball game tonight, so watching some basketball tonight. And so yeah, wishing you a wild weekend, and we'll see you soon.